Greg Alexander and Brent Tate to bring you this one as we look at an unchanged starting team for the Bulldogs. Chris Patolo coming onto the bench, as does debutant Harry Hayes. More about those changes as the game develops. The Bulldogs, run into a North Queensland team that is playing all 5 of its Origin players. 2 teams in good form and very much in top 8 consideration. Greg Alexander, really, as we look at the Cowboys lineup, they're both in top 4 consideration.
Well, they certainly are, Matty. And look, the Dogs have been in terrific form over the last month and a half.
Firstly, it's the visitors. They've had back-to-back Golden Point wins and freshened up under the leadership of their Origin star, Stephen Crichton, their first out onto Queensland Country-Bank Stadium.
What an impact he has made at the Bulldogs. The skipper of the side now, only 23 years of age, but been fantastic for them. Jacob Preston, not much footy for Jacob Preston this year, only playing his 10th game. Broken jaw, then a foot injury, which has kept him out for the last 3 matches of the Dogs. So a big in for the Doggies, getting Jacob Preston on the other side of the field to Viliami Kikau. I think we're in for a cracker.
They've won 5 of their last 6, the Bulldogs. This team, 5 of its last 7. They've come out to see their Origin stars, Valentine Holmes, Tom Didd and Jeremiah Nane, Reece Robson, Ruben Cotter backing up, and a milestone for this man.
Yeah, Jason Taumalolo, 270 games, so he levels up there with Matty Bowen, still some way behind Jonathan Thurston on 294, but a big night for Jason Taumalolo, who has found a bit of form in recent time. No surprise, Jason Taumalolo playing good footy, taking them forward, and the Cowboys starting to win some games. Ruben Cotter just one of the 5, as you said, backing up Did. How good was he on Wednesday night, as was that man, Reece Robson.
So 4 Maroons, 1 Blue in this Cowboy team. Let's wrap up round 20 of the NRL and set sail for the finals. One last game this weekend, and bringing it forward from the kickoff. Todd Payton said we expect to do plenty of catching on our 20-metre line. It will take patience, effort, and we have to play the long game.
Well, if there's someone's kicking game that can have a direct result, direct on the result, it's certainly Matt Burton's kicking game. It was only a few weeks ago against the Sharks where he consistently kicked them out of trouble with 60 and 70-metre kicks downfield.
Taumalolo, good patch of form, big numbers against Manly in that Golden Point loss, as Robson takes the tackle from Preston and Curran. Drinkwater with kicking duties again. High, straight down the ground, and now Kiraz leaves the ball behind. Helam Lukey! It's a free 4-pointer for the Cowboys. The kick from Drinkwater, put down by Kiraz, and Helam Lukey does the rest.
Well, we're just talking about Matt Burton and the importance of his kicking game for the Bulldogs, and it's Drinkwater. Looked like he came too far forward and had to lean back as he was taking the ball, and just bounced off his chest straight into the hands of Helam Lukey. And the Cowboys get things started here in Townsville off a Dogs error, very high up on his chest, almost on his shoulder there.
Game number 50 for Helam Lukey. Todd Payton is delighted. His edge forward gets his 3rd try of the season, and Kiraz gets it wrong. Valentine Holmes to ice the try, which he does. So Brent Tate, the Cowboys, score their 20th try this season. So after a long delay, we're back underway. And Brent Tate will keep an eye on Crichton and the use he has in that arm. Another set restart for the Bulldogs. Kurt Mann. Here's Marnie for Sam Hughes. Tackled by Taumalolo. Reece Robson in there as well. Sexton the grubber. Curran is chasing. The ball is there, and Curran grounds the ball for the Bulldogs. The kick from Sexton was perfect, and even though he encountered obstruction, Curran finds a way through.
Yeah, Matt Burton swinging around to the right as well, and off the back of the kick, Toby Sexton does split the Cowboys defenders with a very well thought out play here for the Bulldogs. Great stuff there from Josh Curran. Stays onside, gets past Helam Lukey.
So one try each. Is it going to be that tit for tat sort of game? Because it is 6-all at Queensland Country-Bank Stadium. And the kick out. Kick out, attacking two defenders. Viliami appealing for a penalty. Knock on in the play of the ball. Penalty now.
I'll give you a little bit of benefit of doubt on the leg.
Helam Lukey scored in the 6th minute. Josh Curran in the 14th. Now in the 22nd, Canterbury hunting the lead and finding it via the boot of Matt Burton. Bulldogs 8, Cowboys 6. Curran lending his assistance. Dearden to Cotter. Caught a little high, but too high, says Jared Sutton.
Sam Hughes just wrapping the arm around. Saw Griffin Neiman, Sam McIntyre come on for the Cowboys.
Valentine Holmes makes it 8 points each. As soon as we're done here, a win and a loss at Queensland Country-Bank Stadium, the Dogs. Here's Josh Curran. Lee Haywood on for Moran. Stopped by Reece Robson. Sexton for Curran. Tackled by Nene and Cotter. 2 plays left for Canterbury. Now Moran putting a step on Lukey. Neem there as insurance. Final play. Haywood to the left. It goes to him now. Here's Sexton, another grubber. Well weighted, it's perfect. It's beautiful for Bronson Cherry. A second try assist from Toby Sexton, and again, it's his boot doing the job.
Got the weight of it right. Just look at him, looks, dummies, throws a pass, just keeps Vilea out there enough so the space in between the defenders is big enough to kick. Chad Townsend wasn't sure what was happening there, held his ground. He gets the kick through the Cowboys' defence, and Bronson Cherry, as the ball's bouncing again, gets his hands onto it.
Last seconds, in fact the whistle is blown, so that kick is in vain. That's the end of the first half. 2 tries to 1. Cameron Ciraldo and the Bulldogs out by 4 points at the break. Now Robson behind McIntyre, Dearden, Townsend, Nene looking for an offload, Viliami Vilea couldn't hold on to the ball. They appeal for a penalty here.
You know, look how close Haywood is, even if he catches the ball.
We're ruling out penalty try due to the proximity of the other Bulldogs defenders. We have a decision of penalty for the tackle without the ball.
So Blake Wilson is headed for a 10-minute breather.
Opportunity. He doesn't have a defender immediately in front of him.
Not on slow motion.
Stephen.
Open the lid. Open the lid.
The support player's in front of Blake. If he gets a clean catch at it, he potentially scores. Because of that, it makes it a professional foul.
And Blake goes to the bin.
That has been all the Cowboys. Nene in that flat run that they love to use him on. And Wilson makes contact just a fraction.
Townsend and Drinkwater, Nene. Big step in his run. He's held up close to the sideline. Drinkwater. This is McIntyre trying to fend on Preston, but Sexton assists, as does Reid Marnie. Early minutes of this second half, all the possession with North Queensland since the restart. Curran and Crichton. They stop Lukey. Dearden on to Edwards. The defence was waiting, and
He thought about pushing it there. Harrison Edwards.
Nearly lost the ball. Dearden holds the ball up. Helam Lukey down low, and he gets his second for the game. First try in the first half, first try in the second half.
It was always going to be tough for the Bulldogs. Had no ball in the second half. We're 5.5 minutes in, 6 minutes in. Side shoulder of Stephen Crichton. Dearden holds the ball up just long enough.
Valentine Holmes. Convert the Helam Lukey try, it's good. And as a result, it's the Cowboys over the top of the Bulldogs, 14-12. And they'll try and make that decision irrelevant by scoring the converted try. Hayward, here's Sexton for the Dogs. Now Viliami kick out. Gets the offload away. Tracy to Burton, held by Lukey. Sexton, he had Patolo on his inside, fresh, big body onto the ground. Now Patolo lines up, it goes behind him for Burton. Here's Tracy, Connor Tracy. Tackled by Dearden and Purdue. Final play here, flat-footed, Burton kicks for Kiraz. It's an aerial contest, won by Jacob Kiraz. Crichton likes it, Burton loves it, Kiraz is ecstatic about it.
Well, their third try, and it's come off another kick. This time Matt Burton hit it on the 10-metre line, knocked the ball on, then Matt Burton back down that short side to Jacob Kiraz. You got Val Holmes standing still, you got Kiraz with all the momentum his way. He almost, in his attempt to catch the ball, he just bumps Val Holmes out of the way, which is totally legal. Gets his body in a great position. Had to fight for the ball. Val Holmes' hands and arms were all over it, but Kiraz has come up with a great take.
So Toby Sexton, if you joined us late, 2 grubbers in the first half of 2 tries. This time the grubber gets the penalty, and now it's slammed down by Bailey Hayward. And the Bulldogs build on their lead.
Coming in to tackle 3, have no try.
He doesn't look confident.
Looking to see if Bailey Hayward loses possession and just clear contact on him as well, mate.
Live, I thought he slammed it down, Matty. I thought it was a try. Jared Sutton's gone no try. Bailey Hayward's reaction makes me think that he knows he's lost the ball as he stretches out. Ooh. Well, it didn't exactly fly out of his hands, did it? So if he's kept part of his hand on the ball, as he is losing it, but if it touches the ground and his hand's still on it,
that's a try. And that angle probably won't show us whether it's
just looking at all available angles on the grounding.
Important to remind everyone it went up no try.
That's right. Jared Sutton said no try.
This is the angle, Brandy. Oh,
he's lost. He's a bit unsure whether he got it down or not. He's just copped one in the head.
Okay, Tom.
So I can sort of understand the want to go to 4 and make it a little bit harder for the Cowboys.
Modest numbers so far tonight from Jason as Dearden slides through the line. Purdue running towards his hometown of Mackay. He gets there. Jackson Purdue.
And just watch what he does here. Reed Marnie goes high. You do not tackle Tom Dearden high. He brushed away from Reed Marnie. He picked up Purdue, and what a moment. He will shrug off. He will shrug you off every time if you try and tackle him around the shoulders. He is so strong, so well balanced as a runner. He can take a hit, come out the other side, and that's exactly what he did. Tommy Dearden sets up Purdue. Jacob Kiraz in chase. Can't get a piece of the ankle, and they square things up.
And he made his debut at Allianz Stadium against the Roosters in a victory. To go ahead, Valentine Holmes goes bang, 20-18, Cowboys over the Bulldogs. Time ticking away. They need a straight runner. It's off the hands of the Cowboys. Regained by Hayward. Here's Sherry going inside the 40. Blake Wilson loses the ball. And North Queensland will win.